We're used to seeing Albert Pujols go yard. He's done it 608 times. Max Scherzer, Jon Lester, never seen that before. Ironically enough, on the same night, Tim, Max Scherzer hits his first career home run. This was no cheap one either. Two rows deep there and left at Marlins Park. Put the Nats up 4-0. Then in the Cubs D-backs game at Wrigley Field, Jon Lester, remember when he came over to the Cubs? It was like he hadn't gotten a hit in like 60-plus at-bats in his big league career. Well, now he's turned himself into a cat up there with oppo power. Goes the other way. Finds the bleacher creatures out there and left. Two-run shot, first of his career. Put the Cubs up 8-1. They would tack on 8 more. The bullpen loves it. So, which home run from a pitcher, if these pitchers can rake, was more shocking to you?
Jon Lester. Which just shows, after you said, what, 0 for 49, 0 for 50, whatever he was. It was insane. He literally could not get a hit. It shows that he actually worked on his craft. He realized that he was going to have to come to at-bat 100-plus times over the course of the year, right? 30 starts, 4 times a game. That he could not just flat out embarrass himself. And for a guy who's made over $100 million, who's won multiple World Series in cities that were completely deprived for all those years, I love the fact that he worked getting in the cage. There's no other way you're hitting a home run opposite field unless you're working on hitting. So hats off to him. Sure, his home run probably a little bit more impressive because the arc of it was almost like a professional home run. But Jon Lester went from being an embarrassment to where now I still don't think pitchers should hit.
Right.
Do you?
It's a good question. I do like the strategic element that it has to bring in for managers in the National
guy
League.
That sucks.
I understand. But I do appreciate some of the strategery, borrowing a George W. Bush word, that goes into a National League game. You have to account double switches. You can do those, things like that. You just don't see in the American League with the DH. You see in the National League with a pitcher, more small ball, moving guys over with bunts, things of that nature, which I, as a purist, to some degree, not all my takes are about the purest form of the game, but I do appreciate it. Would I care? Probably not. If you put a DH in the NL, I wouldn't care. But I don't mind having a pitcher.
I just feel like it's a weird handicap.